About a year ago, I did a video talking about the Mandela Effect. That's where you remember something about the world, you go to check that it's correct, and you're totally wrong. And not only that, other people thought exactly the same thing as you. It's like a shared false memory. We looked at some great ones in the last video, but these should have also been included. My name is Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 Scary Mandela Effect Examples, part 2. Starting off at number 10 now, we have ChickfilA. I've intentionally got our editor to blur this out while you guys think about the spelling of this famous fast food company. I'm sure many of you have eaten there before. How is the chick part spelled? C-H-I-C? C-H-I-K? It's got like a weird spelling, hasn't it? Nope. It's this. It's just the normal spelling of the word chick. Yeah, this one even got me. Somehow, millions of people around the world seem to remember the name of this company being spelt a different way, usually with the word chick just ending in a single C or K. The company has been around since 1946 though, which leaves just one explanation: living in a parallel universe where everything is exactly the same, except Chick-fil-A has an extra letter in its name. Thank God we spotted that. Next up at number 9 now, we have Interview with the Vampire. Okay, so there are a few on this list that I have never experienced or even heard of. This isn't one of them. This is a Mandela Effect example that really stumped me the first time I heard about it. Interview with the Vampire is a 1994 movie starring Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. Now, I'll be honest, I've never actually seen the movie, but up until very recently, I would have sworn that it was called Interview with a Vampire, not the Vampire, a vampire. I had heard people talk about it all the time. I had a friend who absolutely loved it, but somehow I had been hearing the wrong thing all these years. It wasn't just me though, many people feel the same. This is such a common mistake that the top search result on Google for this movie is actually the incorrect version. My version. And I'm sticking to my version. Thank you. Next on number 8 now, we have JFK. Normally when I talk about President John F. Kennedy, it's some sort of conspiracy theory about his death. Not today though. Today we're just going to count the number of people in the car when JFK was shot in that famous footage. Most people, myself included, think there were 4. I wasn't around in 1963. I'm just referring to the footage that I've seen, but I remember there being 4 people, 2 in the front and then JFK and Jackie Kennedy in the back. Well, for one of the most watched pieces of footage of all time, it seems we weren't paying attention, as there were in fact 6 people in the car. If you were one of the people who thought this, you can be forgiven though, as the camera angle often makes it difficult to see properly. And moving on to number 7 now, we have Curious George. Who remembers the adventures of Curious George? From 2006 to 2015, this monkey entertained kids all over the world in his TV series, a show which was adapted by books of the same name. Do you remember his tail? His little monkey tail? Well, if you do, your memory deceives you. Ever since Curious George first appeared in children's books in 1939, he has been without a tail. I'm pretty sure some of you have now paused the video by this point to go and prove me wrong, but yeah, no tail, sorry. It's understandable though. If there's one iconic thing about a monkey, it's his tail. So well done to George for being iconic without one. Moving on to number 6 now, we have Barbie Girl. I'm a Barbie girl in what? What's the next line there? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world? Is that what you were gonna say? Well, that's wrong. It's never been that. Of all the ones that I researched, this one was the most confusing at first. We've all been getting it wrong. Not massively wrong though, but wrong all the same. Take a listen. That's right, she sings I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Not our world, the Barbie world. It's like a separate dimension, a parallel universe if you will. Perhaps this very song is the reason why the Mandela Effect even exists. Perhaps I'm overthinking this.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere.
Next up at number 5 now, we have Hannibal Lecter. Since its release in February 1991, The Silence of the Lambs has become one of the most famous movies of all time. Not just within the sort of horror thriller genre, but across all genres and eras. Anthony Hopkins plays the part of Hannibal Lecter, a former psychiatrist and incarcerated cannibalistic serial killer. The scene where he is first introduced to Clarice Starling, played by Jodie Foster, has become iconic in its own right. If any of you have seen it, I'm going to ask you, what does Hannibal first say to Clarice? Oh wait, okay, waiting's over. If you think he said, hello Clarice, well I'm afraid to say you're wrong. He never said anything of the sort. Let's finish by taking a look at what actually went down.
Good morning.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
You're one of Jack Crawford's, aren't you?
Moving on to number 4 now, we have Mr. Rogers. For over 30 years, Mr. Rogers entertained and taught children how to live and love in his TV series Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Millions of young Americans grew up watching it. In recent years, it's become even more famous internationally. With all these people watching it, you would think that everyone would get the theme song, right? Right? Well, apparently not. The opening song was an iconic part of the whole show. Let's hear a little bit now. But now we get to the interesting part. This is the part everyone seems to get wrong. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people think that Mr. Rogers sings "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood," but instead he sings this.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
Right there, he sings "It's a Beautiful Day in this neighborhood." Not the neighborhood, not your neighborhood, not my neighborhood, just his neighborhood. Kind of takes the magic out of it when I break it down like that. Let's move on. Next up at number 3 now, we have the Berenstain Bears. This is a franchise that has had books since the 1960s and TV adaptations ever since. It follows the life of a family of bears, and each episode has a lesson to teach. It was popular in North America, so if you didn't grow up there, like me, there's a chance you've never heard of it at all. Well, since the Mandela Effect became a thing, many people all over the world have now heard of it. Essentially, lots of people thought the series was called the Berenstain Bears. It's not Bernstein, it's Berenstain. That may seem like a simple mistake, but people swear that it was never Berenstain. They specifically remember the TV show calling it Bernstein. They remember the books having Bernstein on the front. They are 100% sure, but when they go and check, they're wrong. And it's pretty freaky for some people. Some people have even produced products with Bernstein written on them. They have often been dismissed as knockoffs or just replicas, or maybe they fell through a portal from another universe, or that. Next up at number 2 now, we have Sex and the City. This was a romantic comedy TV series set in New York that ran from 1998 until 2004. It was huge. There were even 2 spin-off movies afterwards. The thing is though, most people remember it as Sex in the City, but it never was. It has officially always been Sex and the City. Emphasis on the and, not is. If you're watching this and thinking that I must have got it wrong, well, you're not alone. Many people have made this mistake, including journalists. Countless reviews and articles have been written about the show that refer to it by this wrong name. And finally, number 1 now, we have Sally Fields. This is a lesser known one that might interest some of you more serious Mandela Effect researchers. In 1985, Sally Fields won her Oscar for Best Actress in Places in the Heart. She gave a very memorable and rousing speech. Let's take a little look at that right here.
This means so much more to me this time. I don't know why. I think the first time I hardly felt it because it was all so new.
After that, whenever someone wanted to talk about that speech, they would quote the last thing that Sally said when thanking everyone. She said, "You like me, you really like me." But did she? Let's take a listen.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now. You like me.
She didn't say, "You like me, you really like me." She actually said, "You like me, right now you like me." Many people say they remember watching this speech and that something must have changed because they remember it differently, the first one. There are even some people who claim that the audio glitch we hear when she says it is some sort of sign that it's been tampered with or passed through from a parallel universe.
That you like me. Right now. You like me.
Personally, I think it's just a case of bad memory with people and maybe audio levels peaking. Alright, I'm going to finish this one off by looking at a few comments from you guys. Ko Chang said, "Dan's voice fits to the story." That comment was posted on the Dark Facebook Secrets video. It's nice to know my voice fits a video about shady social media practices. Never been something I've aimed for in life, but I'll take it. I also love that we have a reply to that comment from someone saying, "I love you, will you marry me?" That escalated quickly. I may go back next week to find out what the answer was. And next up we have someone whose name I'm going to try and not mess up now. Olao Uwasa Bomi Omotoso. Think I got that right. It was very slow and broken up. Anyway, they just said that I had nice hair. That was it. Thank you. Their name was literally longer than their comment. But anyway, I appreciate the compliment. I recently got a haircut, which I think is now the 4th style I've had on this channel. I was short and scraped back at the start. Then I grew it long. It was like down to my shoulders. And then I had it short again and brushed it back. And now it's this. Right. I think we've reached that point in the video where there are probably only about 6 people still watching. If you're one of them, make sure you leave a comment letting me know what you want to see next on the channel. Thank you as always for watching, guys. My name is Danny Burke and I will see you all in the next video.